When society writes you off as destined for poverty, you have two choices: accept it or rewrite the script. Ayesha Khan chose the second path, transforming her life from cleaning floors to coding her way into millions. Humble beginnings. Ayesha was born in Lahore in a one-room house where the roof leaked during monsoons. Her mother worked as a maid, scrubbing floors in wealthy homes. Her father was a daily wage laborer who often returned home exhausted, with little money left after repaying debts. Education was never guaranteed. Some months, her school fee went unpaid, and Ayesha would sit outside the classroom, waiting until her mother could pay. Other children mocked her worn-out shoes and tattered books. But Ayesha had an unusual curiosity. At 12, while accompanying her mother to a rich family's home, she saw their son using a shiny laptop. It fascinated her. She thought, "One day, I'll work with something like this. One day, I'll create something of my own." The struggle years. By age 16, Ayesha finished high school against all odds. But college tuition was impossible. Most relatives advised her to quit studying and take a sewing job to support the family. Instead, she worked part-time as a tutor, saving every rupee. One day, she discovered a free coding boot camp for underprivileged students. The classes were far from her home, but Ayesha didn't care. She traveled 2 hours each way by bus, sometimes skipping meals, just to learn HTML, CSS, and Python. At night, while her neighborhood girls prepared for marriage, Ayesha sat under a dim lamp, typing lines of code on an old borrowed laptop. First breakthrough. Her persistence paid off. At 19, she built her first freelance website for a local shopkeeper. It earned her just 5,000 rupees, but to Ayesha, it was proof that her skills had value. Soon, word spread. She began getting small freelance projects from Facebook groups and Upwork. Each success gave her confidence. But the real turning point came when she developed a mobile app to help low-income students access free learning materials offline. The app went viral among schools and NGOs. International donors noticed her work and offered funding. Ayesha, once the girl sitting outside classrooms, was now creating classrooms on a screen for others. The rise of her company. At 24, Ayesha launched her startup, EduTech Solutions, with a mission to provide affordable digital education to marginalized communities. Her vision was simple: if knowledge changed her life, it could change millions more. Within 3 years, EduTech Solutions expanded across Pakistan, reaching rural schools with digital tools. Investors came forward, and her company received grants worth millions. Ayesha hired young programmers, many from poor backgrounds like hers. By 28, Ayesha was recognized by Forbes 30 Under 30 Asia for her impact in technology and education. The girl who once walked barefoot to school now spoke at international conferences, inspiring thousands. Challenges along the way, but the journey wasn't smooth. In the early days, people doubted her because of her gender and poor background. Banks refused loans, saying, "Tech startups aren't for girls like you." Once, at a business pitch competition, a judge told her, "Maybe stick to teaching, leave coding to the boys." Instead of breaking her spirit, these words fueled her fire. Ayesha doubled down, proving her critics wrong with results. Her motto became, "Talent doesn't care where you're born. It only cares how much you fight for it." Today, a role model for millions. Today, Ayesha Khan is a self-made millionaire and the CEO of EduTech Solutions. She owns offices in Lahore, Karachi, and Dubai. More than 500,000 students have benefited from her learning platforms. But Ayesha hasn't forgotten her roots. Every year, she funds scholarships for poor children and donates laptops to girls who remind her of her younger self. When asked what drives her, she says, "I want every child scrubbing floors or sitting outside classrooms to know, your circumstances don't define your future. If I can go from Maid's daughter to tech CEO, so can you." Sparkle's key lessons from Ayesha's journey. 1. Education is the real equalizer. Knowledge can break generational poverty. 2. Small steps matter. Even a 5,000 rupees project can be the start of a global company. 3. Turn rejection into fuel. Let criticism ignite your determination. 4. Lift others as you rise. Success is sweeter when shared. 5. Dream bigger than your surroundings. Where you start is not where you'll finish. Ayesha's journey is living proof that success doesn't care about your background, it only cares about your belief and effort.